I don't think we'll ever be able to fully disconnect. Do you?
No.
I mean, it's part of our personality and it's just the nature of our business. Hi, I'm Katie Roering.
And I'm Eric Roering.
And we're the founders of Fontana Candle Co. We took our hobby of candle making in our kitchen and turned it into $1 million candle business in 4 years.
Welcome to the Candle Couple Podcast. This is episode 23, Real Life, our first vacation in 3 years, and our business goals for the remainder of 2023.
Like and subscribe to follow along on our journey. This is a different episode. This is, I don't know, would you call this a vlog? We're just kind of chatting about our real life with no real agenda.
This is an episode after vacation and still in vacation mode a little.
Yes, like it's Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
We just got back from Tennessee. We visited your family. And how are you feeling after that?
Pretty good. That was a fun vacation.
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah, we went to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, this Great Smoky Mountain National Park.
Yep.
Did a lot of hiking. We were up in the mountains with my family.
I felt good to get in nature, and we didn't completely disconnect.
No.
But disconnect a lot more than usual. Good
and bad. The house had really good Wi-Fi, so.
Yes. I mean, there were several mornings that I did some work.
I checked my mail every couple of hours.
Mm-hmm. I talked to Trinity, my marketing assistant. You talked to Rebecca, our manager. So I don't think we'll ever be able to fully disconnect. Do you?
No.
I mean, it's part of our personality and it's just the nature of our business.
Yeah, and I don't know that I would ever want to fully disconnect because I like what we're doing. So
right.
I like having a pulse on it of just checking in and making sure that, I don't know if it's that I like checking in, not so much as that I need to know what's going on. I think it's checking in that I just like to know our manager and our people have our support at all times.
Yes, they feel like they
can call us.
We have their backs
right.
in case anything does happen.
Yeah, so I think that's more of it of like, it's okay to bother us even though we're on vacation.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah, I made that perfectly clear before we left. Please do not hesitate to contact us for anything.
Yes. So that was our first vacation in almost 3 years.
So why did it take us so long to go on vacation?
We just couldn't leave the business.
Well, I'd say there were many different factors. One was the pandemic.
Well, yes, of course.
Like
no one was traveling.
No one
for
went
a year.
anywhere. Yeah.
But also that after the pandemic and things opened up, it was still...
Our business was growing so rapidly at that point, we couldn't.
Yep. And it was just, it's taken every free hour to grow this business. And I think that just continues to go back to the message that we always said of, if you want to grow a big business and if you want to take this more than a hobby, it will take everything you have. Until
you get a leadership team into place that you trust that you can go away. I mean, hiring Rebecca has been a game changer because last year we couldn't go away.
There was no way.
No. Like the business would have to stop operating for a couple days, which right now isn't an option. It is not an option for us to shut down our business for a week for us to go on vacation.
And it's kind of a catch-22. It's not an option because we have such payroll and rents and everything. We have expenses that have to be made. And okay, if we were smaller and we didn't have those expenses, could we shut down? Well, I guess, but then
if
we're not growing.
If we didn't have employees.
Right.
I mean, what are we going to tell them? Go enjoy a week off too?
Without pay?
Yeah.
Right. It doesn't work that way. So it's kind of a catch-22 in that, yeah, we can't shut it down because we have employees, but we're also not having to shut it down because we have employees. So it's kind of nice that we've gotten the leadership structure, like you said, in place, that we have our employees and we have someone that is in charge of everything.
You need someone to be in charge. You can't just leave a group of employees each with their own separate roles and expect it to go. Like someone has to be in charge.
Because problems will happen.
Yep.
People will get sick. Things will come up, and you have to have someone who has the authority
over the entire operation.
Right. That can step in and know that they are okay to make these decisions. So having Rebecca now as our GM, who has that authority, who has that knowledge of everything, being able to take care of any issues that arise has been amazing.
How has not... Because I'm from Lancaster, so I have not moved, but you are 2,000 miles away from your family. And we hadn't seen your family for 2.5 years.
Yep. That was the first time we saw everyone together in 2.5 years.
So how has having the business affected your family life and your personal life? Do you want to talk about that a little bit? Like,
yeah, it's super hard because that was the first time we met our godson.
and he's 9 months old.
He's 9 months old. So,
and our niece, she's going to be 3, and we've only seen her once before.
Right. So
it was like meeting her all over again, basically.
It was because we saw her at her baptism, I think.
Well, she was like a newborn.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's been super hard. I'm really close with my family. We do talk to my parents every Monday, but it's really difficult because there's a lot going on at home that I really, really struggle with not being a part of. And so it was a ton of fun being able to go to the cabin with them or to this house that my parents rented and just hang out on the porch. I think that was the most fun.
Yeah, I enjoy just, I'm not the one that has to go see all the attractions. No, I just like just taking a breath, sitting on the porch, enjoying nature.
Right. The attraction for me was hanging out with my family. Tennessee was beautiful. Gatlinburg was fun. The hiking was awesome. We saw some waterfalls, but just the evenings at home and the morning coffee was my most favorite part.
Yeah, because I mean, we were supposed to go home to your home, Minnesota, last holiday season, and we couldn't.
Nope.
So it's like, did your family understand what we're going through?
Yeah,
and the sacrifice.
I think so, because my dad's been an entrepreneur and he sacrificed a ton in the evenings because his business was a side hustle for 20 years, and so I think they understand. But
it hurts your mom.
It does. My mom is very much the mother hen and wants all of her chicklets back home. And so it's really hard on her, but I think she understands. And yes, everything I've read of like, oh yeah, growing your business, that's great, but family's everything. And it's true. It is. It's everything.
But we're a family now.
We're a family as well, you and I, and we're doing this together. And so it's hard. It's hard.
You have to balance it. You have to balance. And when your business is scaling rapidly, it's imbalanced.
It's imbalanced.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've known that. And we're very fortunate and blessed that it has been imbalanced so that we get to do it.
Because we have been so successful with our business.
Right. And so our sacrifice of being away from my family is paying off at this point, which makes it okay. Yeah, I do it again because it's working.
Right. But now we have to course correct.
Right. Now we're getting to the point that we can course correct and spend more time with family. We can do more things outside of doing business 24/7. And that's been interesting and getting used to. And this morning is our second day back and I was kind of getting bored already.
See, I didn't realize I was a lot more burned out than I thought.
Yeah.
And going away, I didn't think I was before I left, but now that we've been away and I'm coming back, like, yes, I was burned out.
So what were some of those symptoms you were seeing?
I just became so, like, if something would pop up that I wasn't expecting or wasn't on my radar, I would become so annoyed and I wouldn't want to do certain tasks. Like, just very, I don't know if I would say irritable.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not so much, like, we just have so much going on between work and, like, I love the podcast, but it is
It's a ton
extra
of work.
things for us to do. And then we're part of a nonprofit. So it's not so much the things that I have to do for work because I am so passionate about what we're doing, but it was all the extra stuff demanding things from me that I just didn't want to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, and because some of those other things that aren't going as well right now are taking away from what we do want to do and the success of the business. And that makes it really hard.
Yeah.
Because you're diverting attention from something that is our number one thing.
Priority.
Number one priority is our business. And it's taking, and those ancillary things and those other things that we want and should be doing are just taking us away from that.
Yeah.
And it's,
and I don't have control over those
frustrating.
other things. Like, we're building the culture, we're building our team, like, we're building our workflows at Fontana. So everything is going pretty smoothly because it's going how we are building it. But all the other things don't have that. And it's just, it gets frustrating.
Right. So it was nice to step away for a while and just not do anything.
Like, I don't think I could use the next 2 days off. Like, I'm glad we have 2 more days off.
Yeah, me too.
I'm going to go for a run after this, going to sit out on the patio with the dogs. Like, I I need a few more days to disconnect.
Yep. And I think that's good. The nice thing is now that it's a holiday weekend, everyone's disconnecting and nothing work-wise is going to happen.
And I'm not like stressed about trying to push our numbers for the end of the month.
Yep.
Like it is what
It
it is.
is.
I'm
Yep, at
still
this
on
point,
vacation mode.
Which has been nice. This is the first time we've been able to do that in 4 years.
So were you burned out at all?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it was just more the nice to see the family. And because I grew up really close. Every weekend we went to the cabin with my parents, my siblings.
You're used to a big family.
Big family. There was, because my family's cabin and
your aunts.
my
and your
aunts and
grandmas.
uncles, they had the cabin right next door. So every weekend, everyone went to the cabin, and there was 25 to 30 of us every weekend. And that was just how we grew up.
And now we have a really small family.
Yes. It's you and I and your mom.
Yep.
And so that's very different for me. And so being able to see my parents, my siblings, our niece and nephew was a lot of fun. And I think the part of that was spending that week with them makes me just realize how much I did miss them. And so I really want to try and get us back to Minnesota more often. And
maybe get them here a few times.
And get them here a few times. And just be able to spend some more time with them.
So we're almost halfway through the year, if you can believe that.
It's amazing.
Memorial Day, it's going to be 4th of July soon, and then candle season. What are your goals for the rest of the year?
So for me, I really want our new space and getting it set up and ready for candle season.
So before we left, we met with our realtor to look for a new production fulfillment headquarters space, and he found one really, really quickly.
Amazingly.
Like, we asked him for a space, and then a week later we were touring an amazing space.
Well, and to caveat that a little bit,
we've been talking to him
for about a year and a half on a new space, but we were able to readjust our requests for a space, and that opened up some more opportunity for us.
Yeah.
And so before, where it was we needed 10,000 square feet, it was okay, I think we can make this work with 6,000-ish square feet. And that opened up a lot more space for us.
Yes. So we took a tour right before we left for vacation. We signed a letter of intent, and now we're waiting to see if they like it.
Yes. So this is if we get the space, it'll be a little bit more than double the production space we have. And it will come with some offices, which is so needed because there's 4 of us cramped in an 8 by 12 office space.
We're super close in the office.
Yes. When we have an interview come in,
we all vacate.
Yes. So we need a new space. And that's going to be my number one goal is getting a new space and getting it set up. Because there is going to be a ton of work.
Like all of our processes are going to change.
Yes.
That's a little overwhelming.
So it's very exciting. We need it. Last year during busy season, our space got to the point where it was like a one-way street going between spaces. If someone was coming through, you had to wait your turn to come back the other way.
Yep.
It was so tight. And you hear more and more of, you will know when you outgrow your space. You'll just know. There's no formula. There's nothing.
We outgrew it.
You will just know. And we outgrew it. So
even bathrooms. We outgrew the number of bathrooms. Everyone's always waiting to use a bathroom.
Spaces,
we're out of parking.
We don't have room to store packages until UPS comes to pick up. We need a new space. And so getting that up and running, getting our new processes established before busy season starts is going to be a big thing for us. Or it's going to be my number one goal.
So that's your big goal?
That's my big goal.
My big goal, which is funny, it's financial based.
Yeah.
I want to hit the 2 million in sales.
That's a good goal.
So then we could qualify for Inc. 5000.
And I think my goal of getting us in our new space is what's going to enable us to hit that 2 million.
The 2 million, yeah.
Because I don't know if we'd be able to do that in our current space.
I think we could, but it would be painful.
It would be really painful. Yeah. I think that's an awesome goal. I would love our 2 million. We're introducing some new products, which will help.
Right at the same time that if we get this warehouse, we'll be moving.
Yes.
So that it'll be an interesting couple of months.
It's going to be a very stressful couple of months. but it's all worth it, which is the nice part. It's going to help us get to that next step of growth. It's going to help us with our team. It's going to give our manager some privacy in her office.
Give us some privacy as the owners.
Right. So as we need to have those more confidential conversations or HR related conversations, it's just better for everyone.
Yes.
And we'll continue to help our team grow together, help our team like each other, where we're not on top of everyone.
We love
all day.
each other. It's just we're together a lot.
It's very stressful with how close the quarters we have.
So this is my business journal. I've kept it ever since we started the business. I don't know if you know that. So every year at the beginning of the year, I write down our goals. So like we've hit a lot of my goals for the year, which I think is amazing. So million in revenue is the number one, of course. I would like to have 75,000 Instagram followers. I'm not there yet. We're at 42. Like 10,000 to 15,000 TikTok followers. We're at 4,700, so we still have a ways to go. Want to be on Amazon? Check, we did that. Elevate our packaging? Check, we did that. Yeah, I wanted 2 large natural retailers. I'm not going to say who because that's proprietary, because some of our competitors do watch this. Hey, guys. Wanted to do a pitch to another large retailer. Not there yet. That'll probably be next year, since we elevated the packaging this year, moved to a new space, really be able to beef up production. It would be next year. It'll be time to talk to large retailers again.
Yep.
I wanted to not be on the production floor. Check. I have not been on the production floor for months. We are rebranding, changing our name to Fontana Essentials. Check. We're working on that. I wanted a podcast. Check. Move to a larger building. So that one
is in the works.
And expand our team. We are working on that all the time.
We actually have our 13th employee starting on Tuesday.
Yes. And I wanted 1 large custom candle collab. We got that with our tailored chip candle. We have 1 more that we're working on, hopefully. And our soap line launch. So
that's awesome.
That is our 2023.
Some good goals.
Yeah. You should try having a journal. It's fun to look back from the previous years to see how you grew.
My journal's right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I think that's it. It'll be an exciting year. I think we have a lot to still go for this year. It's been a fun first half of the year. Continuing to learn more and more and more. I think expanding beyond candles is going to be really fun for us.
And I think seizing the opportunities as they come up, even if they're unexpected. Like hiring Rebecca.
Yep.
We were not expecting that at the time. We seized the opportunity and it is working out amazingly for our company.
Yep.
All right. Subscribe and follow along for more e-commerce success tips so you can build a 7-figure e-commerce candle brand too.
And if you have any comments or suggestions for future episodes, leave a note below.